Hi VC, it's Rob here with another video, and this is a contest entry for Daz, Jimmy the Saint. He's reached 100 subscribers, so he's running a contest. Daz is from up in Scotland. He's a big Bruce Springsteen fan, likes the Rolling Stones, jazz. If you're not aware of Daz's channel, please go over to Jimmy the Saint and go and check him out. So his contest, 4 questions, and the first question is to show either the first album you ever bought or an album, one of your oldest albums. So I thought I'd show this one from the 1966, and it's the Beach Boys and Surf Beat Fun. This is a German pressing, and I bought this at the end of the 90s. I started to really get into the Beach Boys, and my son was about 5 or 6 at the time, and I used to play the Beach Boys, and sort of brainwashed him into liking them. And he's 23 now, and he's into dance music and he's into indie music, but he still likes the Beach Boys. So this has also got these cards which haven't been split, which is a really nice addition. And this album's got In My Room on it, which is one of my favourite Beach Boys tracks. California Girls, I Get Around. It's a really good compilation. So yeah, one of my oldest albums from 1966, and it's the Beach Boys and Surf Beat Fun. Now, Daz's second question was, if there was a fire in your house and you grabbed one album, which one would you grab? Well, I don't really have any albums that are worth a lot of money, just sort of standard issue stuff. So I just thought I'd show my favourite album of all time. It's a pretty close thing. Pet Sounds is one of my favourite albums, Quadrophenia also, but my favourite album of all time is this one. It's Jam and All Mod Cons. So this album means so much to me. When I was sort of 14, 15, I started to get into the Jam, late 78, 79, and I still love the Jam now. A lot of young people are discovering the Jam for the first time, and they are just a great band. I think people in America, they don't really realise how big the Jam were in the UK. Me and my friends were into UB40, the Specials, Blondie, the Police, but everybody loved the Jam. So this has got the inner with it, the lyrics, and it's got the mod sign made famous by Peter Blake. And just everything about the Jam, the politics, the style, and of course the songs, Down in the Tube Station at Midnight, In the Crowd, Mr. Clean, and my favourite, A Bomb in Water Street. So yeah, if I was going to grab one album, I'd have to grab my favourite of all time, and that's All My Cons by the Jam. Now, Daz's third question is to show an album with a bit of story. So I thought I'd show this album, and it's a Top of the Pops album. So yeah, that cover got my attention when I was 14. And when I was 14, I was mainly buying singles. I didn't really have any money for albums, but I remember going into a record shop and seeing this for £2 and getting really excited, because it had Our Friends Electric on it. It had Up the Junction, Good Times, Girls Talk, really good compilation from 1979. When I took it home, discovered it's not the original artist, it's just session musicians. So I was really embarrassed, a little bit angry really that I've been conned. I think a lot of people in the UK bought these albums because they were so cheap. And when I have parties now, a bit of gathering, I always put this on because it always causes a bit of fun. And the sleeve always gets a lot of people's attention. So yeah, Top of the Pops album from 1979. And finally, Daz's fourth question is to show your most recent album that you bought. Well, I was at a record fair on Sunday, bought quite a few things. I showed some footage on my Instagram, and I thought I'd show one of the albums I picked up, and it's this one, the original soundtrack by 10cc. So I've got a couple of albums by 10cc. Manchester band, of course. People talk about Manchester bands, they never sort of, 10cc don't really get a mention. And when it comes to great bands from the 1970s, again, 10cc rarely get mentioned. But I think they're one of the best bands from the 1970s. I mean, my sister's 5 years older than me, and when I was 13, I can remember her buying this album, and it's got I'm Not in Love on it, and it's got Life is a Minestrone, and it's an album I've always been looking for. And 10cc albums aren't expensive, you can pick them up relatively cheap in the UK. I mean, I can remember in the sort of 72, 73, Donna, Rubber Bullets, had a few number ones. Arts for Art's Sake, I'm Mandy Fly Me, The Dean and I, which is one of my favourite 10cc, one of my favourite songs, I love that song. Right through to Things We Do for Love, Good Morning Judge, and number one, Dreadlock Holiday. And this album was recorded at the Strawberry Studios in Stockport, which is only about a 10-minute drive from me. So Kevin Godley, Low Cream, Green Goldman and Eric Stewart together produced some great music from the 1970s. So really pleased to pick this up. So the original soundtrack by 10cc. So that's my entry into Dazzy's channel. Once again, Jimmy the Saint, over 100 subscribers, and deserves many more. If you're not aware of him, go and check him out. He's a really nice guy. So that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your week, and bye for now.